Hello, everybody. In today's video, we are talking about Amber Reid being caught with a girlfriend dating, in my personal opinion, not a fact, still being with Tommy. She's clearly has a girlfriend and she's been lying to her audience for months, saying that she is not dating anybody, and that is just not true. Recently, Keemstar called Amber out, and she has not only responded to him, but has now officially been caught in wild, wild lies about being single. She wrote a members only post that can only be described as manipulation for rudimentary users 101 that most of you probably haven't seen, which we will talk about, in which she is promising to cancel her members only live tonight. Here's hoping. I really hope you do. And basically, Amber Reid is just pathologically lying that she's not dating anybody. It's fine if you are or you're not. It's the lies that have to stop. So she's addressing Keem. She actually, I Kermit you not, said that Keemstar wants her. I think we should end the edit video right here, but why should that stop us? All right, if you could not tell already from this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Clearly, please do not take anything I say seriously because I am sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Please don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Yes, Keemstar wants you. Didn't you say you wanted to cuddle and marry reaction channels? Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, Amber Reid has been in talks with Keemstar to go on his LOL live shows. And in the past, they have both verbalized, they have both admitted, okay, that Amber didn't want to go on the show because she didn't want to talk about her girlfriend Tommy and she didn't want to talk about her love life. Both Keemstar said this in the past, and Amber admitted to this and said this in her members only live streams, okay? Therefore, what she is about to say is a blatant lie. But wait, there's more. Recently, as per my last video, what has happened is Keemstar has come out on his platform. And by the way, it actually doesn't matter what you think about Keemstar. Amber is still lying. I only care that Amber Reid is a professional deceiver, which is why she's trying to cancel her live stream tonight. But more on that later. Okay. So basically what's happened is Keemstar has said that he's been in talks with Amber again now, not before, which is what we just talked about, but now he's in talks with her to go live with him. And he says, I don't care for your girlfriend because she's dating you, admitting that she has a girlfriend, okay? So now it has become very, very clear. It has been revealed that Amber Reid has been lying to her audience for months, saying that she is single, that she's not dating anyone. Remember, every single time in her live streams, in her members only live streams that I pay for and watch, she is texting somebody for 2 hours. There's no way that's her mom. Whenever she is single, her pattern of behavior is she feels single, so she acts single, so she does thirst traps on TikTok. That has not been going on anymore. She's not acting devastated. She always acts very devastated if she's not claimed on the internet or privately. She's clearly still dating, in my opinion, not a fact, Tommy or another girl, but I think she's still in talks with Tommy. And she's recently told people, these are all reasons that it's obvious and everybody understood that she was dating somebody and she's not single like she claims. And she recently told people on her members only live stream, please do not send me any flirty messages. I will not respond to DMs. This is how Amber gets all her girlfriends. She's clearly not single. She doesn't feel single, so she's not acting single like she did with the thirst traps before. Here's what she posted on her community page. Just to make something very clear. I have never talked to Keemstar about my love life. It's his full-time job. If you believe everything he says, you're proving that common sense really isn't that common. So do you really think you're the best person to discuss common sense when you have literally went to the ER twice in 1 week? Every day because you refuse to make appointments with specialists. And like I've said before, this woman needs to have like a primary care physician appointment every 4 to 6 months already scheduled because her health is failing. So I just don't understand how we're the ones without common sense. And by the way, I just wanted to read this out. This is the best comment I saw. It got a lot of likes also. You asked for this, Amber. Don't cry wolf now. You wanted to have a drama with Keemstar, and now you do. How dare you? And by the way, this whole post is an example of manipulation use of language in a manipulative way, and transference. She feels and knows herself to be a person that trolls. Trolling is when you say things for attention, you don't really mean it. She has made an entire career of trolling. So she's transferring that onto Keem. He knows that she has a girlfriend, which is why he said that, because they have both said in the past, hey, Amber's talking about coming into the stream. She doesn't want to talk about her girlfriend. The audacity of Amber Reid to accuse somebody else of trolling when she's made a career out of it. Just look at the manipulation in this post. I have never talked to Keemstar about my love life. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to what she's not saying. Why doesn't she just make a community page post stating, I am single. I am not dating Tommy. I am not in any kind of a relationship with Tommy. I don't have a girlfriend. Do you notice what she's not saying? Always pay attention, not just in Amberverse or in real life. That's my advice, to what a person is not saying. It's always what a person doesn't say that matters and informs what they did say. This is an example of it. She could have easily come on and said, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. What is he talking about? Straight out lying. Notice how she's saying that he's trolling you and she never talked about her love life with him. She is very, very specific about picking her language. This is manipulation of language. Anyone else that was called out for having a girlfriend when saying that they're single and they're not dating anybody, by the way, you know what question she answers in her members only live stream? This is amazing. She'll always answer this question. Are you dating someone new? And she'll say, no, I'm not dating anyone new because Tommy isn't new. Do you understand the manipulation there? What she likes to do in her manipulative language is use certain words and semantics, go word by word to make it that when you look back on her wording choices, technically she didn't lie. Do you understand what I'm saying? Of course she's lying. The spirit of everything is deceiving. She says that she's never talked to Keemstar about her love life. That's a blatant lie. Amber, you told us that you discussed your love life with Keemstar, and he told us that. And I don't even mean right now. As I said, in the past, before any of this just happened with Keem, what happened is she went to him and she said, I can't go on your live because I don't want to talk about my private life. I don't want to talk about my girlfriend. This is when she was still dating Tommy. And he said, okay, I don't care. Fine. I don't care about her. The idea is you've already lied blatantly. She just thinks that people won't pull up the receipts. I know they're out there. I don't use her clips, but they're out there. She said in live streams that she did discuss her love life with him and told him she can't come on the live because, of her girlfriend. But the manipulation here is fantastic. She never tells you that she doesn't have a girlfriend. She never tells you that she's single. Basically, Amber, this is very simple. You have been caught lying to your audience for the third time that you're not with Tommy. Everybody here knows that you are with Tommy. And even if you're not, it's a possibility that she's with a new girl. In my heart of hearts, I believe she's still talking to Tommy. But okay. You are clearly not single. You've been lying to your audience. You've been saying you haven't been dating anyone. And now you've been exposed as, again, lying. And this entire community page post is, again, a lie. By the way, sometimes people come here and they're like, oh my God, she lied? Really? Yes. As long as she's going to monetize her lies, we're going to monetize the truth. Her new vlog video, if you can call it that, she talks about having like a few days or a certain day where she didn't vlog and something amazing happened and she had just such an amazing day. How do you know she's not meeting up with Tommy? How do you know she's not meeting up with her girlfriend or whoever she's dating? The bottom line is she's literally, as Hans Christian Amberlynn would say, she's literally telling you in her new vlog, hey, I personally had this day or had a few days where I didn't vlog, but something amazing happened. Yeah, you saw your supply. Okay, so there's a part in the video where she says Keemstar wants her bad and is just like really upset that he cannot get her on his show. She says that she had like a good laugh and she loved how he said all these negative things about her. He said quite a bit of negative things about her, okay? And called her names, all this other stuff. I want to draw your attention to two things. First of all, the idea that Keemstar wants her bad is about as relevant as this woman being honest. He doesn't want you bad. Don't you understand? You're just a person to him, in my opinion, that can go on his show or not. You're playing games. You're playing games in business. This is why you will never, ever, ever be successful at everything you want to be successful at, because you play games with your life. You play games in business. People that make good money are not game players in business. They're chess players. Remember that, okay? moving right along. So basically, I want to draw your attention to this. When Mr. Snowflake or Jordy or any reaction channels says anything about her, she says that they're obsessed with her. She says that they're terrible. She says that they're stalking her out, right? Even though you facilitated the purchase of other people's information, like Jordy's family's information, right? So whenever any reaction and whenever any male reaction channel or when anyone says anything about you, they're obsessed with you, they're stalkers, they're bad. But when Keemstar says negative things about you, you loved it, right? It's because you idolize him, you're obsessed with his show, as you said, and because you think, this is my opinion, not a fact. I believe that she genuinely thinks that he has a crush on her and wants her. Get help, Pookie. Okay, and now we have the final frontier. So before I read this out, this is a members only post. I just wanted to say that I completely agree with her not doing the members only live streams. And I personally think, and this is just my opinion, that she needs to not only stop doing the members only live streams, but I think that she needs to stop doing them every like Tuesday night. Like, she needs to just do a few public streams a month and whatever it is. These private live streams are ruining her career, but why should this stop us? Also, while I 100% believe that she should not be live streaming privately, as I've said throughout this entire stream, the live streams are not enjoyable. My opinion from watching and paying for them, I will say that the level of manipulation in this post is fantastic. Okay. My personal opinion, this is because she's been caught that she is dating her ex. My opinion is that she is at the very least still talking to Tommy. It's clear, it's obvious. I think there's no new girl. I think she never really fully broke up with this person. And as I said, there's so many precedents, including the fact that she lied to you about breaking up with her once, then lied to you about breaking up with her twice. So Amber Reid broke up with and got broken up with by Tommy twice, but then admitted that that was not true. Remember that. And by the way, if you don't know what I mean by that, if you don't know what I mean, Amber made this video, and in this video, she said that they broke up. Then she said, never mind, haha, just kidding, we're back together. They never broke up in the first place. Professional deceiver that isn't even great at deceiving. Rinse lather, here we are. Then she made a second video saying that they broke up, right? But then admitted on a live stream they had just broken up supposedly 2 days ago. No, she's not even devastated enough. I have seen the way that she behaves when she's single. She's not single. Anyways, here's members only. I haven't missed the members live stream and I am happy about that. But I am not doing well, if I am being honest. Only if. I might have to skip this week's live stream or reschedule it. I don't know right now, but thank you ahead of time for understanding. Okay, so what she's going to tell you is that the reason that she's not doing well is because of her health. You are the one goal that has not changed a single thing. And deeper than that, you know and you knew you've had issues with your lungs. And what have you been doing? Something opposite in your lungs well-being, right? Now, I know that she said that she recently stopped. She said that in the new video that she posted. Who cares? You know what you've been doing to yourself in various numerous ways. So I don't have a sympathy bone for you. You didn't care when a human being had a heart attack. You said, I don't care. I'm looking for my sympathy bone. Should we care now? Anyways, here's the bottom line. This is my personal opinion. Please let me know what yours. Okay, I think the reason that she wants to skip her live stream is because she has been caught out there by, her entire audience and revealed that she has a girlfriend. Everybody already knew that she has a girlfriend. If you have been paying attention, you can tell that she is not single. What I'm trying to get at is my personal opinion, not a fact, is that she wants to not talk about dating Tommy on her members only live stream. She knows it's going to be brought up. And now there's like irrefutable evidence that she is not single and she doesn't want to talk about it. What does this person do? Whenever she's called out on anything, whenever inevitably her audience finds out that she's been lying for years or months, she runs away. She says, oh, I'm not doing too well, my mentals, oh, I have to go for. But see, this time, and here's what we like to call a come to Kermit moment. This woman is live streaming every Tuesday night. So, of course, it's going to be hard to deal with being called out for lying for months. And all she has done is lie about this relationship with Tommy from the very beginning, made up 2 different breakups, and now she's being called out because apparently you still been telling Keem that, you don't want to talk about your girlfriend, all this other stuff. Amber, of course you want to cancel your live stream. My opinion is she only wants to cancel her live stream because she doesn't want to be called out yet again. She doesn't want the reaction channels to talk about yet again how she is still with Tommy or another girl. My opinion is she's still talking to Tommy. And she's been lying to you for months and months and months, saying that, these 2 people broke up, but they did not. Like I said, whenever she gets called out, she runs away. She doesn't post for a month. She doesn't post for a week, which is why these members-only live streams are such a bad idea, Amber, because they expose you for who you are every week. We talked about this before, if you've been here for a while, when she was doing her 2021 members-only live stream era. What was happening is she was constantly being called out. She was doing those live streams every Tuesday and Thursday on the things that she was doing, deceiving her audience, treating people badly. We are here again. And think about how deeply she's trying. This is a vocabulary channel.
Happy to.
The point is that I cannot take this anymore. Your lies are so trite. Like, the deceiving is so trite. She actually thinks she's getting away with something. That's why she's so smug. She thinks in all her videos, oh, Duper's delight, I've gotten away with something. Listen, what's going on here is that you are making a giant, huge mistake by doing these live streams, because somebody who is deceiving their audience all the time and wants to run away from responsibility can't. That is why she wants to cancel the live stream. I understand that she's going to say, now I'm going to tell you what she's actually going to say. You ready?
Wiping thing started was when we were living with Eric and Ricky. And that didn't stop until the day we broke up.
She's going to say that her health is not doing well. Maybe you can go to the ER 17 more times. Girl, I don't know what insurance company you have. And by the way, yes, she does have insurance. I saw some comments saying she doesn't. She claims she does, okay? I don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but I think that I don't think that she has $10,000 an emergency room stay. Like, I don't know, I have to tell you something. Do you know how much they charge you to go to the ER? It's thousands of dollars. Anyways, my point is that whatever Amber's going to say, that she went to the ER again, because she's going to say that she's not doing well because of her health, right? She's going to say, I want to cancel this members only live stream because of my health. And by the way, I think that she's actually not going to end up canceling, where she's baiting you out to be like, oh, poor Amby, she has a health concern that you caused yourself and you continue to perpetuate with your lungs, okay? But the point I'm trying to make is she's going to say that she's not doing well mentally, but she's mainly not doing well physically, and it's hard for her to breathe. And really, it was great for you to breathe when you were participating in all the actions you shouldn't have been participating in. No sympathy bone. You treat people bad, and you are now running away from your responsibilities, which is fabulous. Listen, all of that said, I cannot be more happy that you're canceling your live stream. Good for you. I think you should cancel all of them and stop your members only live streams, because they're only hurting you. Like, it always baffles me. A professional deceiver who's constantly lying to her audience wants to come live every week to talk about it. This is the fun ever start. Isn't that fun? Think about it. If you are constantly deceiving your audience, why would you want to come every Tuesday to talk about it? You wouldn't, right? It makes no sense. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is she obviously has been caught out there. And if you know anything about Amber Reid and how she behaves, whenever anyone calls her out for anything, whenever it's usually, this is the typical pattern in the Amberverse. Whenever people discover that she's been deceiving her audience for years or months, what she does is she says, there's something soul crushing going on and my mental health is suffering. I'm not doing well. I need a break. Okay. Go take off as many weeks as you need. This is the best possible thing ever. By the way, as far as the manipulation is concerned, I haven't forgotten. Look at the way that she writes this statement. I haven't missed a member's live stream, and I'm happy about that. So she's starting with what she's given you before telling you what she's lacking. This is a basic, rudimentary manipulation tactic. But I'm not doing well, if I'm being honest. You know, this is a rudimentary manipulator's dream, only it's very easy to see through. She's telling you that she's not doing well if she's finally going to tell you, like, okay, I admit it, I'm not being honest. Amber, okay, I admit it, I'm not doing well. Amber, we see right through this. This is a manipulation tactic. You know what she's doing? This is what the manipulation tactic really is. Okay, I'm going to let you in and I'm going to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm not doing well, if I'm being honest. I might, remember, this woman uses language in such a way. Listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. And then after I tell you this, especially if you haven't heard it before, pay attention to anything she writes or says on the internet, because this woman uses language in a specific way, meaning that's a nice way of saying she manipulates language. The way that she writes things and how she says things, how she words it, how she formulates sentences, this is important, is in a way where if people go back to it, as we've already seen with the Tommy situation, you can't actually literally verbatim semantics say that she technically told you something was this way, but then it was that way. And by the way, you know why? Because she's learned from her lies about wifey. She's learned how to word sentences and her language properly in a way where people can't technically say she lied, but it's obvious that she is. Look at this. This is a rudimentary one. I might have to skip this week's live stream or reschedule it. Here she says, or reschedule it. Notice how she's not saying, if I skip it, I'll reschedule it. She's either saying here, either I am skipping the live stream or there's a possibility I'm going to reschedule it. Of course, she doesn't like doing these live streams because, as I said, for a deceiver to be called out on their lies every week is outrageous. You know, that's why I don't know why she does them. Money, yeah. See how she doesn't want to reschedule it? So she gives you an option. Well, I'm going to skip it, but there's always a chance that I'll reschedule it. And she's doing that. It's called, this is called breadcrumbing. She's throwing you the breadcrumbs. Ever been in a, well, I don't know, what do the young people call it now? Situationships? Yeah, in my day, we called it something that, can't say it here. But you know those relationships where it's not serious and the person's like, oh yeah, I'm going to see you this week, or maybe we'll reschedule to next Thursday. Yeah. Okay. The point is that, this is what she's doing. She's breadcrumbing and she's, I'm so tired of you spinning the block. That's exactly what she's doing. Coming back to, deceive some more. Where have we heard that before? Okay. So she doesn't actually want to reschedule this live stream, which is why she uses the word or. But if you read this sentence, if a person reads this sentence fast and they don't know that she's a manipulator, they will say, I might have to skip this week's live stream or reschedule it. Oh, okay, maybe she'll reschedule, maybe she'll skip. Oh, but it gives you, listen, it gives you the illusion, the language here. I will give her one thing. She has really been working on manipulating. It's not working on most people that have been manipulated or see rudimentary manipulation, but it's going to work on others. She says that she's going to skip it or reschedule it, leaving you with the illusion that she might reschedule it. But really, if you read the sentence for what it is, not what she's trying to make it to be, she's not going to reschedule it if she skips it. If you read it for what it is. I don't know right now, but just giving a warning just in case. So I'm just letting you know, I've done so much for you. I've come to the members only live stream. Let's not forget I've shown you the ceiling. Every single members only live stream. I've blocked people. I've been rude. I've been, blocking people. Do you know that she blocks people in her live streams for 24 hours, so they can't even talk for 24 hours, right? I've given you so much in this members only live stream. I've taken home at least 3,000. But, I might reschedule. Don't know right now. Just giving you a warning. Thank you ahead of time for understanding. The only thing that I understand is that you, to this day, believe that your audience and you are on different wavelengths and that you are smarter. I'm here to tell you continue to believe that you're smarter. It's a fun thing to see. Anyways, I believe she's canceling only because she's now been caught in dating Tommy. That's my opinion, not a fact. And I'm sure that she's going to say that she's not doing well physically, meaning like, with her health. Remember, every single time she's caught in a scandal, she always runs away deep, deep, deep into the arms of the ER. But she can't do that now because it's a live stream scheduled every week, which is why I said a long time ago, live streams every week, bad idea. All right, well, that's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate your time and you being here. Let me know what you think about this video and the comments and dislikes down below. Here is a similar video popping up here on a similar topic. Go ahead and watch that if you would like. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.